I'm Eric.
And I'm Melissa.
Thanks for joining us. Today we are going to do our July pickups video. Yeah, it was a pretty good month. We started the month, we were still on our trip in Chicago. So we started the month on that trip. And so some of the things we got there were still from Illinois.
And we're still paying sales tax.
And we were still, we paid a little sales tax, which they don't have in Oregon, but they do in Chicago. Anyway, went to a game shop in my hometown and bought a 3 for $9 Xbox games. One of them was a duplicate though. It was a game I already had, so I've made that mistake now at least twice, maybe more.
Maybe now with your new fancy smartphone, it can keep track of that for you.
Now that I have a smartphone, I can type it in there, I think. I don't know. I'm sure I can. Anyway, I got grabbed by the Ghoulies, which is by the developer Rare. This is a game that I had heard a little bit about and was kind of interested in. For $3 it was in good shape, so I grabbed it. And the other one is Quantum Redshift, which I know nothing about, but it looks like it's a high-speed racer. Again, $3. How bad can it be? It was in good shape, so. And then the duplicate I got was Call of Duty, the big red one. Couldn't remember which one of those I had. That's the one I had, so duplicate, so I'm not going to show it here. And then, moving on, we went to a swap meet in Alsip.
I went with you for the first time.
That's
right.
right.
Just go with my brother. And this time, I got up early and went with them.
Yeah. This is the swap meet that Midwest Retro Gamers went to on one of their videos. I think they go to periodically. It's been on at least 2 of their videos that I've seen now. Yeah. So we were there. The big reseller there wasn't in that day. No. We waited around a little bit, but he wasn't in. So all the other stuff we got was outside, which is the best place to get the deals. And because it was July, the weather was good.
Yeah.
So there was some stuff out there.
There was a lot of people out there.
So
there was some good stuff, but there's also
there was some. I don't know. It was pretty crazy. I mean, we saw a bunch of NES games, but they wanted. It was $10. Weird. Uniformly, everybody wanted $10 a cartridge for NES, and it's like, well, what's going on? Are they talking to this reseller, and he's telling them to have, ask $10 so that no one buys them, and then he can do it? I don't know what's going on. It was weird. But anyway, I did find this. I've actually been looking for Game Boy Colors and all of the different color variants, and I guess it's a little unusual, at least it is for me, for them to actually have the battery cover. But this is the berry, or pink. I have the berry and the purple and the atomic purple, which is the clear purple. So I'll keep looking for the others, but I thought it was kind of neat to pick this up. It wasn't too bad a price. And I got the Blob at the same vendor for the Wii. I don't know anything about this game other than I keep seeing it around, and I thought, just grab it for the thing. And then I pulled I actually kind of pulled something that I think Aaron and Ricky do from Retro Liberty. There was a stack, it was 3 games and 3 PlayStation games. And this is the one I was interested in. This is Tekken 2, and it's a black label. And I have Tekken 3, green label, but those are the only 2 that I have. And it's in pretty good shape. It's not great, but they had a stack of games. And so what I did was I put this one on the bottom. And I asked, I grabbed some other piece of junk, and I said, well, what are you asking for the games? And she said, I don't know. She said she wanted all 3 of them to sell with the system. And so then I said, well, what about just one? And then I pulled this one up. And she said, well, I'll do that for I think it was a few dollars, like $2. So I think I kind of did what Aaron and Ricky do. I kind of showed her the whole thing and then only grabbed the one, and then she went for it. And then at another vendor, we got Heart of Darkness. And I can't remember, we were trying to negotiate with the guy. Yeah. And he wasn't having it. This was, I think, one of the guys who, he had a bunch of stuff. But anyway, he wasn't quite having it. What did we pay, $5 for this?
Yeah, I think we just paid
So
$5
finally, we got it down to $5. I think what happened was, my brother-in-law, it was a crack. The case was cracked, and I replaced the case. And he's like, "Well, the case is cracked, so can you lower the price?" And they're like, "No." And they're a little snappy.
Yeah, they're a little snippy at the end.
So I was like, "All right, fine. The rest of your stuff is too high." But then I reconsidered, and Melissa went back and grabbed it for me. So I've played this game. Whoops. And boy, this is pure memorization. I must have died like 30 times in the first 5 screens. It's just, if you make a mistake, you're dead. And it was kind of addicting because I kept playing it, but it was really frustrating. It was really a memorization, certainly. And then some other games that we picked up there, I don't know, randomly. The Warriors. I guess I'm just kind of interested in this because it's what is the Rockstar, and I haven't seen the movie, but I'd like to see the movie. And it turns out this is actually kind of an expensive game, and I think I only paid a couple of bucks for it. And then Simpsons Hit and Run. I know there are kind of two Simpsons games. One of them is kind of like Crazy Taxi, and one of them is like Grand Theft Auto. And I think this is the one that's like Grand Theft Auto. It's mission-based, it's open world. It's Simpsons, what the heck, I figured I'd grab it. And then while we were over in that area, there's a game store that we sometimes go to, and they're kind of irritating because they will put reproduction covers in their games, so you really got to watch out for them. But I went and looked at the really old retro stuff, and they had a couple of things I was interested in. They had two Atari games, Atari 5200 games, that were complete. Moon Patrol and Star Raiders. And actually, they may not have the overlays. I think Star Raiders has the overlay for the controller, but these were just a couple of bucks, $3 or $4, and they were boxed, and so I grabbed them. I've been enjoying just picking up Atari 5200 stuff. And then they also had this, the IntelliVoice B-17 Bomber, and this was complete too. It had both the, it's not in here, but it had both the overlays and the manual, and I think I'm going to try to go ahead and get all of the voice synthesis games. There's only like 6 of them. So I have 4 or 5 of them now. But for $3 or $4 a piece, and then there was some kind of discount. We got maybe a percentage off at the end of it. I got these boxed games in Chicago, so that was pretty cool. Mm-hmm. But I think that wraps up our Chicago trip. Yeah. So this is all the stuff we paid sales tax on. Not very much, but all right then. Later on, I guess I'm getting into the habit of going to GameStop more frequently. Again, I like to check out their PSP and Wii games, and I got 2 good ones, one for each, and then an Xbox 360 game. So the first one I got was Capcom Classics Collection Reloaded for the PSP. It was a good price. So I love having these little collections for the PSP. I think they're great. And then Endless Ocean. I got the sequel in June at GameStop, and so then I thought, well, I like to get all of them in a series, so I went ahead and grabbed the original one too. It was for a good price, and it's in really good shape. So got Endless Ocean, and Endless Ocean, I forget what the second one is called. And then I grabbed this other game, which I know almost nothing about, but it always seemed really interesting to me. And again, it was in really good shape, and it's El Shaddai, The Ascension of the Metatron. And I popped this in, and it is bizarre. It is definitely a bizarre game. So, yeah, I don't know what to say about it, but it was in really good shape, and the price was really good, so I grabbed it. I'm happy to have this. It's an interesting game to have in the collection. And then later, at a pawn shop, I got the Prince of Persia HD Trilogy. And I have a bunch of these for the PS3. And this was cheap. So I went ahead and grabbed it. I know I have these for the Xbox. I never really intended on getting this, but when I saw it and it was the right price, I went ahead and grabbed it for that. All right, let's just do this one next. We're kind of going in order here. Ordered this from Best Buy, I think.
Yeah, online.
It went under $30, so I grabbed it. I've kind of been trying to get all the. This is the Swap Force for the 3DS. I have all the Skylanders for the 3DS. And I got this because I didn't have either one of these characters, the swappable characters. So it added 2 new characters also. And the characters alone are $15. So this was under 30, and I got 2 $15 characters, plus the game portal and this guy. So whatever.
I guess we're collecting Skylanders.
I guess we're collecting Skylanders as much as I hate it. I hate that, but yeah, that's what we're doing. All right, so then this one?
Yeah, then
this is stuff you picked up.
Best Buy had a bunch of stuff on sale. They had, and we had reward zone points. So I was looking for something for $10, and they had the Xbox 360 rechargeable battery packs, 2-pack. They had them, I think they were like $8.
They were $8.99. I think they were $9.
So I got 2
of them.
boxes, so I could use up my reward points.
Yeah.
Because you can't use them if you are under the amount. You have to go at least over the amount. So I got this, and then...
And this is great because some of my other batteries are not, they won't charge. You put them in the charger and they go, they immediately say they're fully charged. So I'm buying a bunch. I got a bunch. I think we got 2 of these, so that's 4 batteries.
Clearance. Yeah.
So we got 4 more batteries. They won't match the old white controllers or whatever I have, but who cares? I mean, they're rechargeable, so that's good.
And then they had these on sale. If you bought, this was on sale.
This was it was $40 with a $10 gift card.
With a $10 gift card.
Yeah.
Right, and so then I bought this, got my gift card.
And this is for Mario Kart.
Yeah.
We have a black one too, but we're gonna use this for Mario Kart with the kids.
And then I got back in line and got my little Peach Wii Remote Plus.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool.
We have Peach and
we have Luigi and Mario, and now this will go up.
We actually have 2 of each.
Yeah, we have 2, so we can play with one and keep the other.
Which we haven't done. We haven't opened any of them, but we have 2 of each.
Yeah. But we will. And then they had, I went, this one?
Yeah.
Okay, because we bought it at the same time, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a special on 3DS games, buy one, get one.
Buy one, get one free on certain 3DS games,
on certain games.
I thought that was a great deal. That's half off, basically, of course.
Mario Party Island Tour and Kirby Triple Deluxe.
Yeah.
So now we got these, and they're still sealed until we decide to play them.
Yeah. I've decided I'm going to start trying to get the Mario Party and the Kirby games.
Yeah.
So that was good.
Get that.
Was tempted to buy 2 other ones, but
Then Then I went to Goodwill. I had a Goodwill stop, and there was just Dance Dance Revolution Supernova for the PlayStation 2.
we bought DDR Max 2 and stuff, so I haven't even tried these, but.
And then Airblade.
Yeah. This I looked up, and apparently it's by Criterion, which does the Burnout, or did the Burnout 3, which is one of my favorite games. So like now anything I see that Criterion does,
you want.
I want. Yeah. I mean, I just because of that one game, and they make a bunch of good stuff. I think they did Black for the Xbox, which I also have, and they've been doing the new Need for Speed games, which I bought. So I guess I'm a fan of the developer, but it seemed like it might be cool, and it was cheap. You know,
it was cheap. They still, I think they were $3 each. Yeah, they were cheap again. So, and then I went to a garage sale. There was a neighborhood garage sale, and there actually wasn't that much, unfortunately. But I got Driver 2 for the PlayStation.
So I have Driver 1, and so she said Driver 2, and I'm like, okay, fine, we'll get that series.
So
it's black label.
And it's in good condition, actually.
I haven't cleaned it yet. So
and then Tiny Toon Adventures, Plucky's Big Adventure, and that was complete. It was okay.
Man.
And they were only $1.
I think it was $1.
They were $1 each, so
I'll buy a PlayStation
they had them
game for $1.
in with their CDs. So.
Okay. So I get to do this one.
Yeah, you do that one because you love
so
that
one. So I finally decided to go ahead and get a Dreamcast VGA box. Part of it's because the best connection I had for my Dreamcast was S-Video, and my television doesn't have S-Video anymore. They're doing away with that input. So I finally bit the bullet. It was on Amazon. They finally had them in stock. So I went ahead and grabbed this VGA box for my Dreamcast. And it's a little bit pricey, but man, the picture's great. And I don't run it on a VGA monitor. I run it on my TV, which has a VGA in. But still, the picture's fantastic. So recommended. The price is a little high, so you got to kind of be...
really want it.
You kind of really got to want it, but it's definitely better than a composite input. I don't know if it's better than S-Video because I don't have that anymore, but this is very excited to have this. So let me go through all my old Dreamcast games and play them again. And then what else? Okay, so then I went to a, there was a game shop in my area that was having a sale, and they were allowing some people,
like
resellers to take up a table outside. And this is a game that's been on my list for a while. This is the Star Wars Masters, I'm going to say this wrong, Masters of Terras Kasi, or Kasai. I don't know which way it is. It's the fighting game for the Star Wars on the PlayStation. And I know it's not supposed to be a very good fighting game, but this is one that I've always kind of had my eye on. It's one of the games I played back in the day when it first came out. I haven't cleaned it yet. It says $8 here. I put it back, and the guy kind of just said, well, would you do a $5? And I said, okay, $5 I'll do. So I got this for $5. It's been on my list. I figured it would just be something I picked up at a conference or an expo, if I happen to come across it. But it's one of the ones that I wanted, so I grabbed it at that sale. And that's the only thing I grabbed. I didn't get anything else that day. Well, not at that at that shop. I did go to Goodwill and get a couple of PlayStation controllers. This is the original PlayStation. You'll notice it's not a Dualshock. I have one of these, and I thought, what the heck, I'll get a pair of them. It's for no purpose other than just to have it as part of the collection. I doubt I would ever play a game with this because this Dualshock is superior. But now I got two of them, and this one's really clean. And then this is a Dualshock 2, and I bought it because of the color. It's also in pretty good shape, but for the most part, if it's cheap and it's not a color that I have, I've been collecting the different colored controllers for all kinds of systems. It's just something. What the heck? It's just something fun to do, I guess. So that's and then later on, I don't know if it was that day or the next day or whatever. This was on clearance. I don't have a PlayStation Vita, but I have been buying some of the stuff on clearance. It seems like the system's dying because all of this stuff is on clearance. This was $8 off from $40, and it's got a little pouch and a game case and headphones, and it's got a little memory card. And for $8, a 4 gig memory card like that, or whatever these are, and the headphones, I figure, what the heck, I might get a Vita someday. And a little pouch. I don't know what else it comes with. Protective film and a cleaning cloth. But and I have like an AC adapter and some other thing that I bought that was on clearance for a couple of bucks. So I'll put this with the rest of my Vita stuff and wait till I get a Vita.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to mention.
Oh yeah, my brother gave you that.
My brother, her brother gave me Spider-Man Loose for the Genesis. I haven't tried this yet, but.
Was this an extra?
Just an extra he gave me when we were in Chicago.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's it for the regular stuff, but we do have one really exciting.
He's super excited.
I'm really excited about this.
I think I went to a doctor's appointment or something, so I was coming home and I saw a sign for a garage sale. So I was like, all right, I'll go and check it out. And the woman was barely like set up. She was still pulling stuff out. And I was just looking and I didn't really see anything. And then I saw this little basket and you could tell it was like a little girl's room. And so I pulled this out and I was like, what? And I looked at it and then I was like, this is interesting. Then I turned over and it said Game Boy Micro. And so I texted him and I was like, did you want a Game Boy Micro?
I have text messaging now that I have a new phone.
And I asked the woman about it and I said, oh, do you have the, do you have the cords with it, to charge it? Because it didn't work. And she goes, oh, I think so. So I went looking and he was all excited and he's like, yeah, how much? And I said, well, hold on a minute. And basically,
I think I said I paid $20 for it.
So I said, well, there's no, she goes, oh, I can't find it. She was finding all other kinds of Game Boy DS chargers and all these other chargers, but not for this one. And she goes, well, you can just go to Goodwill and find a charger. And I was like, okay. And so she goes, how about $3? And I was like, okay, I'll do $3.
I'll do $3 for a Game Boy Micro all day long.
And it came with Pac-Man World.
Pac-Man World.
So,
yay, bonus.
Yeah. So it didn't have any of the other covers. This was the only cover that was on there. And
it's the pink ladybug one.
Yeah. So, and then we bought a charger online.
I went on eBay. Yeah, I went online and I bought a charger for I think like $7. So twice what I paid for the system.
Yeah.
On the hopes that charging it would get it to work. And it didn't at first. I had to let it charge.
Now it does.
For several hours, and now it works great.
So
all the buttons work. The sound works. The faceplate's a little scratched up. I'm going to try to get some other faceplates, but I got a feeling those are even harder to come by in the system. So. For $3 plus $7, so $10, you got a Game Boy Micro. Yeah. And I got to tell you, it's fantastic. I love it. It's so tiny. At the time they came out, I remember when they were retailing, I'm like, oh, I'm not buying one of those. The SP is superior. But these things are so little tiny and compact, and the buttons feel great, and I just love this thing. So it only plays Game Boy Advance games, but it's a nice product, definitely.
Yeah. For $10,
if you can find one for $10,
definitely worth.
I'd say go ahead and do it. They're definitely worth a lot more than that.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Yeah. So that was all me.
Excellent addition to the collection. It's very beneficial to me that she's starting to get into collecting and knowing more about what's out there and what their values are, because she's been able to pick up a lot of good stuff.
Well, yeah, and I figured, and too, I was like, well, there's no cords. Like, how much do you really think you're gonna get for this lady? And I think it helped that she was didn't have everything out and stuff, and so
Yeah.
she was just like, oh, just take it for 3, because she probably figured that it was not going to be worth anything to me if I couldn't find a cord. So,
Yeah.
but we did, so we're good.
Yep. So that's it. That's
Yep.
what we got in July. I think there's some good stuff here. The micro, the VGA box, got some boxed in, television, Atari 5200 games. So,
Yep.
so yeah.
So it's August.
Yeah.
We already picked up some stuff.
It's August. It's just a few days into August, and we picked up some very exciting things that may warrant a separate pickup video.
Yeah, I think it will
So,
have to.
We'll see. We have to get them here.
Yes.
It's not here.
It's not here.
It's something that her sister picked up for us.
Yes.
So it's in Chicago, but we may be able to get it here in the next.
Yeah. Well,
And
it depends.
shortly.
Yeah, we'll see.
So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
But
we'll
there is
show
a
it
very
to you
exciting
eventually.
pickup.
Yeah. So
I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's it for July. Thanks for watching.
If you enjoyed our video, like us and subscribe. You're an idiot.